This is Wandering Universe. Today, I'll be exploring another place on the other side of this planet. A place that houses a familiar monument that still remains rather unheard of to the rest of the world. So, put your seat upright, fold your tray tables away, because we're about to land. Are you ready? So, let's go exploring. This is where we are going today. That's right, you guessed it, China. China was known in ancient times as the Great Orient. Although a country on its own, it is shrouded by its neighbouring partners, Mongolia, Tibet, Siberia, and of course, India. Whether they are still besties or not remains to be seen. Although they don't get along like a house on fire, China has managed to isolate itself from them for thousands of years. Apart from its inventive aspirations, handy ideas, and military regime, China is a country that holds a secret. But I'm not here to discuss the implications of their political grudges over divide and conquer mishaps. Whatever their repercussions, they're paying now is their problem. But for the past 20 years, China has shone a giant spotlight on its customs, traditions, and colour as a stage show to the world. Yes, China is known for tea, herbal medicine, bone chinaware, funny writing, curvy roofs, kung fu, Bruce Lee, woks, sun hats, rice paddies, Great Wall, and most of all, its very long history of royal imperialism. The only thing that China fascinates me is this. Pyramids. The story goes, four men, Fred Mayer Schroeder, James Gaussman, Colonel Maurice Sheehan, and Oscar Mammon share one thing in common. They all spotted this. Yes, the Great White Pyramid situated in the outskirts of Xi'an, some 40 kilometres away. At the time, it was probably called as such for its snow-white appearance. It is possible they all flew by this hunk of a structure during a long winter. To their amazement, they had never seen anything like it. It was humongous. This 1947 photo right here, taken by Colonel Maurice Sheehan, published an article to the New York Times. It made him wonder what the devil US pilot James Gaussman was yabbing on about. This. It was a majestic sight. Gaussman did file a report along with several snapshots of this groundbreaking find, but as always it suddenly got lost in the filing system, never to be seen again. Since then, several others have flown and trekked the area following the coordinates left behind by Gaussman and Schroeder. Fred Schroeder was the first eyewitness in 1912 to have spotted this gigantic structure out in the middle of a grass plains valley. Even recently, none of the other explorers and archaeologists have managed to find this ginormous structure anywhere in the Xi'an region. Even two authors, New Zealand author Bruce Caffey and Brian Crawley, an Australian writer, published one of the photographs in his book. Both tried in vain to find it, but they got bupkis. Even Hartwig Hastorf, a German investigator and travel agent, searched for the White Pyramid from Gaussman's photographs, but got nothing. Well, it wasn't until the subject of pyramids was brought to my attention, after I heard a spread rumour that there were pyramids discovered somewhere, anywhere in China. At first I thought it was a load of BS, some hilarious gag from a Seinfeld episode. But I got off my lazy ass some later and cased the area. After much research online, I came across one person by the name of walthain who examined the area of the Xi'an and found numerous pyramids spread out along the Wei River. But according to Gaussman's report and Schroeder's account, he pinpointed this Great White Pyramid as this, the Moling Mausoleum. It looks like a pyramid, it stands like a pyramid, it's shaped like a pyramid, but there is just one problem. It's not entirely white and it has a missing capstone. Many other pyramids scattered along the region have missing capstones. I believe they all once had an apex, but it was deliberately destroyed for a reason. Going back to the structure, he thought, bingo! By Joe, I found it! But upon close examination, I determined that the measurements differ to that of Gaussman's and Schroeder's estimations. Mouling stands at 222 by 217 metres at the base and 47 metres in height. But the Great White Pyramid is about 1,000 feet tall, a staggering 202,000 square metres, taller than the Khufu Pyramid. I went back to the drawing board searching for clues, and it wasn't until I stumbled upon this mighty lion. This lone pyramid is only less than a kilometre away from the Mouling Pyramid, along with two other smaller pyramids, as you can see right here. The alignment is very much like the Khufu Pyramid. Compare the difference. Is this the once great White Pyramid? Well, it certainly does have straight line, square base, perfectly precise slopes, articulate angles, and plateau apex. But to my frustration, I've tried searching for any information about this mother of all pyramids online, and so far, nada. There is nothing mentioned about this pyramid situated in the Ma village area. I'm not sure what's really going on here, but for some reason, the Chinese government is keeping a tight lid on this one for now. I believe this is the once Great Pyramid, as you see right in front of you, that these men were absolute starstruck. And here's a quote that matches Gaussman's description. I flew around a mountain, and then we came to a valley. Directly below us was a gigantic white pyramid. It looked as if it were from a fairy tale. The pyramid was draped in shimmering white. It could have been metal or some other form of stone. It was white on all sides. What was most curious about it was its capstone, a large piece of precious gem-like material. I was deeply moved by the colossal size of the thing. To conclude, this is probably the Great White Pyramid disguised under a thick layer of natural green forest of trees, grass and vegetation that poses like a mountain. A German scholar named Athanaeus Kircher wrote in his book China Illustrata about the White Pyramid in 1667. This is phenomenally a man-made structure, and so far no one has excavated or unearthed the outer stone block walls. The Chinese government until now will not permit anyone setting foot near this site. Strangely, a bubbly Chinese historian who lived around Emperor Qin Shi Huang claimed that he, the emperor, built the pyramid and the Great Wall at the same time. Hang on, this doesn't make sense. At the same time? How many men laboured both these buildings and for how long? Did these labourers have vast knowledge of building construction methods? If so, what was the construction technology at its time? Look, I'm dismissing that idea, as it's impossible that Qin Shi Huang had the blueprint for this gigantic structure. Besides, are there any chambers within these pyramids? Subterranean tunnels? Tunnels leading to the chambers? Were there more than one? What type of stone blocks used, like sandstone, granite, limestone? Was there any hieroglyphs written inside the pyramid? Gallery leading to the inner chamber? Anything? Nothing has been uncovered. It's all hushed up, but that's another story. These pyramids in China come with a bag full of mysterious goods that will make your head spin. I'll continue to investigate more pyramids within the Xi'an region. I'll also be exploring the construction techniques used to build them and why they were built. That's all for now.